Hello, and welcome to the first chapter of the Ares program, my mission to put Kerbals on Duna in Kerbal Space Program. This video covers Ares 1, the crewed flyby of Duna meant to map the surface, scout a landing zone, and test long-term spaceflight for Kerbal. It's the first step in a much larger plan, and it sets the stage for what comes next, the first Kerbal boots on the Red Planet. Ares 1 launched around year 1, day 150, carrying 3 Kerbals. Jeb as the pilot, Bob as the scientist, Bill as the engineer. The mission goal was simple: get to Duna, get science, get back. That doesn't mean it was easy. This would be the longest crewed mission in Kerbal history so far. Nearly 270 days outboard and 300 back. And since there's no landing involved, this was a chance to send a lighter, faster ship with more room for instruments and crew life support. Liftoff went smoothly. The vehicle used a multi-stage liquid fuel booster to achieve orbit, followed by a transfer stage carrying about 1,300 meters per second of delta V. Once in a circular Kerbal orbit of 120 kilometers, I executed a transfer burn using maneuver nodes. The burn required just over 1,000 meters per second and lined us up for a Duna encounter. With the trajectory locked in, the crew began the long cruise to Duna. The cruise was peaceful but long. I imagined the crew passing time with maintenance checks, snack rationing, and probably arguing over whose turn it was to clean the air scrubbers. The ship was equipped with basic life support, mostly for roleplay since I'm in sandbox mode, and had a small science lab, probe core backup, and a relay antenna. Along the way, I ran a few solar science experiments and adjusted the solar panels depending on Kerbal's position. Around year 1, day 350, we entered Duna's sphere of influence. I planned a high-altitude pass, bringing the periapsis to around 60 kilometers. From this altitude, Bob gathered high-orbit science, magnometer data, radiation readings, and atmospheric pressure scans. I also used the orbital camera system to scan the surface and identify potential landing zones for Ares 2. The flat mid-latitude basin stood out as ideal targets. Low elevation, good light, and relatively good terrain. This mission also served as a test of our long-range communications. The relay successfully maintained a connection to Kerbal through the Duna Pass, even with partial occlusion behind the Red Planet. This confirmed that a similar relay satellite placed in Duna orbit would work for a landing mission. After completing the science pass, I set up a maneuver for the return trip. The burn was modest, just over 600 meters per second, and sent the crew on a 300-day coast back to Kerbal. By now, the Kerbals had been in space for over a year. According to the log, morale was holding up, but Bob was down to his last snack bar. The capsule re-entered Kerbal's atmosphere at around 3,000 meters per second, slowed down by a heat shield and drone chutes, and touched down safely on Kerbal. The Ares 1 mission was a total success. We scouted Duna, gathered critical science, confirmed comm systems, and returned the crew safely after more than a year in space. It also confirmed that landing mission would be possible, and now that we have a good target area, that's exactly what we'll be doing next. In the next episode, we'll cover Ares 2, the first crewed landing on Duna. We'll go over the design of the lander and orbiter, the flight kit plan, and of course, the moment we finally touch down. If you like this mission, please let me know how you'd improve it in your own KSP game. Thanks for watching the Ares 1 mission. This was the beginning of my Kerbal Duna program, and we're just getting started. See you in the next video!